This game sucked. That's all I can put it. This game sucked. There was nothing. Their defense was excellent. They keep forcing the Heat turning the ball over. And their offense was just spot on. There's really nothing to say about this one. All right, let's get this done. We're going to start with Dallas because they are the road team. We played against them on ESPN. PJ Washington with 12 points with 2 3-pointers, 5 for 11 field goals with 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals on the block. Derrick Jones Jr. with 12 points, a former Heat, with a 3-pointer of his own, 5 for 12 in field goals, 1 for 2 in free throws with 2 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Gafford with 12 points as well with 6 for 6 in field goals, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. Kyrie Irving, 25 points, no surprise there, with 5 3-pointers, 10 for 15 field goals, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. And Luka Doncic, of course, with 29 points, with 4 3-pointers, 9 for 23, 7 for 8 in free throws, with 9 rebounds, 9 assists, almost a double-double, but we just missed it. For the Heat, Jovic with 6 points, with 3 for 9 field goals. That's pretty much it. All those points were in the paint and within 24 minutes. He does have 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block. Jimmy Butler with 12 points, with 2 3-pointers of his own, 5 for 8 in field goals, with 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Caleb Martin played better tonight than last night, with 14 points, 2 3-pointers, 5 for 14 in field goals, with 2 for 2 free throws, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal on the block. Ban was off. He was just off with just 8 points. 3 for 13 in field goals, 2 for 2 in free throws, with 3 rebounds. Tyler Hero with 21 points, with 2 3-pointers, 6 for 15 field goals, 7 for 7 free throws, with 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Off the bench, you got Kevin Love playing good basketball. Was part of the Heat comeback with 16 points, 4 for 5 in 3-pointers, 6 for 9 field goals. Nice. 11 rebounds, and he has a double-double. And then for the rest of the Heat bench, most of them came out during the fourth quarter when the game was just over. So there was nothing they could do. They just had to just wind down the clock. Luka Doncic, man, he's just unbelievable. Wait, what can I say? Now I'm gonna look at the team stats. With the Heat, our only lead was in the first quarter. And then for the rest, Dallas just takes over. When we look at the team stats, field goal percentage, clearly it's Dallas' favor. 3-point percentage, clearly it's Dallas' favor, actually, with 15 to 44. Miami shot way less than what Dallas shot attempt. Free throws, 100% for the Heat with 13 for 13. Despite the fact that they had a really good defense, Miami out-rebounds the Mavericks. That's shocking. But that was because they were dominant with both. The assists, Dallas had more assists. This is where our problems lie. They have more steals than we do. They definitely have way more blocks than we do, which was 8 out of 1. And here's where it pretty much wraps it up. 18 turnovers for the Miami Heat. 18 turnovers for the Miami Heat. 8 of those points were for Dallas' favor. 24 to 5 points. Fast break points were in favor of Dallas. Their largest lead was 25. The first quarter was not bad. Doncic, Kyrie were spectacular. Butler was playing decently, but then the second quarter came along and it was just a hellish nightmare. It was a nightmare second quarter. We were outscored by them by 13 points, 36 out of 23 in the second quarter. We were down by it was bad. We were down by 20, 22, to say the least. Third quarter, we were down by 25. Then late in the third quarter, Kevin Love was racking up some threes. They were building up this comeback. The fourth quarter, it was the same old deal. Butler was getting involved with the shots in. Then the rest of the fourth quarter, Dallas knew what to do. They stopped Miami's ravishing offense, and they just took over. They just took over. When I talk about the box scores, I normally talk about the points, assists, blocks, steals, and rebounds, right? Well, this time I'm actually going to talk about who turned the ball over. So Jovic, he turned the ball over 1 time. Butler turned the ball over 5 times. Whether if it's a loose possession, going out of bounds, bad passes, giving the ball away, whatever the case they may be, that's a turnover. Butler committed 5 turnovers. That's uncharacteristic for that to happen. Martin committed 2 turnovers. Bam was the only one who was clean. But Tyler Hero coming off, even though he had a pretty good game offensively, he turned the ball over 4 times. That's Dallas' defense, folks. That's pretty much it. And that's how I could put it. They were dominant from start to finish. Their defense was excellent. They're blocking the basketball. They're forcing the Heat turnovers. And there was nothing we could do about it. With this loss, I hate to say it, everybody, but with 2 games left, there's no chance, man. There's no chance. The Heat has to play in the play-in. So we clinched, at the very least, we do clinch the play-in, which was obvious. They clinched just a long time ago. But as far as the seeding goes, we're not going to go up to the 6th seed. We actually have to battle our way out of the play-in to get to the regular playoffs. My question is, are we the 8th or the 7th seed? Most likely, we're probably going to settle as the 8th seed, right? Which was like the similarity as last season. Which means we play Philadelphia to battle for the 7th spot of the playoffs. Which means we would play Milwaukee, and Milwaukee is not a good team. Or actually, I shouldn't say they're not a good team. I'm saying they're going through a downward spiral coming off. With this Heat loss, one team did make the playoffs, as far as I know. I think the Knicks made the playoffs, and I think the Magic are on their way of making their playoffs for the first time in 4 years, I think. So that's where we go. That's where I bring those teams up, because if in the event where the Heat does somehow beat the Bucks, or if we have to face Boston, then it's probably going to be those teams we play against afterwards. I don't know for sure. As of right now, for the Magic, they're getting dominated by the Bucks. But you get what I'm talking about, though. You get what I'm talking about. But anyway, that's it for this one. I'm done talking about this game. If you have enjoyed this video, it's certainly not the game. Hit the like button, subscribe for content, because Miami 2G gets back. And when he does, hit it right there for the fears you deserve. I'm wearing the Inter Miami jersey underneath, because we do have a 3rd game coming up. By the way, I am recording this right now at 10 o'clock. It's 10 p.m. right now. So that's why I'm just kind of rushing the video. So anyway, that's going to do it. I'll see you guys next time. Good night.